Hey, what is going on guys, this is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to look at how to build Imrahil in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, a quick disclaimer before we get into the video is, obviously for all these build guides I am assuming you have your commanders at respect level 5, level 50, and that is because you get 50 points from having him at level 50 and you get another 5 points from having him at respect level 5, plus you have all his skills unlocked. Anyway, let's get straight into the video. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to look at is army. So obviously I don't actually use Imrahil myself, but I've looked at his skills and I've also looked at battle reports from players who do use him, and basically the army you're going to want to go with is a full cav army. And the reason for this is because Imrahil is, while while he can be both a commander damage comm, he's also mainly a cav commander, and his buffs for cav are actually pretty great. So what you're going to want to go with is a full army of cavalry, though it's preferred to actually go with a full army of Gondor cavalry if you can. And the reason for that is because his R5 skill at max level gives plus 6 HP. That's right, you heard that right. He gives plus 6 HP points to Gondor. So if we just let's actually go and have a quick look at it, okay? So we go click over here and we have a look at this. So Prince of Dol Amroth, okay? Max level effect, Horseman, Knight, Cataphracts and Swan Knight, HP plus 6. So that just means those are all Gondor cavalry units. So if you use any Rohan or any other cav units, it's just not going to help you out that much. But you can still do that, okay? So obviously you don't want to use a full army of just Swan Knights or something. So you're going to want to use a lot of Swan Knights though, because you know, if you're playing Gondor, you're going to have them and they're going to be pretty great on him because they're going to have plus 6 HP, plus their own effect is, you know, they protect your other cav units and stuff like that. Or if you don't have them and you're using Cataphracts, that's also perfectly alright. So you're going to want to, like, you know, have a decent mix of both Gondor cav, whether it's Cataphracts or Swan Knights, as well as some like Rohirrim, so your normal Rohan cav, and you can even add in some Ram Riders if you want, though I wouldn't recommend it because I would say with him you mainly want to just go with men cavalry units. So if you can add a few rams, like maybe 500 or something, just so you get that defense debuff to the enemy, you know, it's okay, you can do that as well. Anyway, for his equipment, so if we have a look at him, right, and we have a look at his skills and what they do. So mounted units give speed, this defense, okay, this is men damage, that is commander might and speed. Mounted units, this you know, just okay, it's his own skill, commander damage against melee units. And basically what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to have gear that ups his speed as well as his might. So those are the two most important things. Focus is not really important on Imrahil, though the actual gear itself is, you must go for gear that helps buff cavalry, okay? So something, for example, like, Scout's Mail is great because it gives you both might and speed. So if you have something that gives you cavalry defense or something, that's perfect. Horseman's Helm obviously is a must-have. It's just amazing unless you have something better that's legendary, but otherwise, you know, you get that might, you get that speed, and you get the defense to mounted units. And then for your accessory, something like an End-Shot Calabash is actually great. Why? Because it gives you commander might, it increases your army HP, and if you have the effect that I have, it gives you your commander more might, more focus, and even more speed. So something like a hit lane as well will work fine. It gives you might, focus, and it gives you some army HP with some heals, so that's nothing to sneeze at. Attack, something like Cutlass would be pretty great because it gives you might, speed, and army attack to melee units, which is what you're going to have, a full army of melee cav. Anyway, let's go and have a look at his skills now. So remember, you're going to have 55 skill points, okay? So that's 50 skill points from his level and 5 from having him at respect level 5. So you're going to want to put 15 into Prince of Dol Amroth. Maxed out, this is going to give him he's going to give mounted units a ton more speed, and your entire army of cav is going to be both stun and madness immune, which means that your army is unaffected by stun and madness. So Grima is useless, okay? Any commanders that do stun are useless. Sauron and his madness abilities are all useless. He's a really good counter for evil units actually, because of the skill giving both stun and madness immunity. For me and my Eowyn, for example, she has a skill that gives her stun immunity, but then I have to have a anti-madness helm on her to actually get her madness immune. Otherwise, you know, Grima, Sauron, etc. can do a big deal on her. So yeah, anyway, back to the actual skill build, guys. I'm sorry for wandering off. Prince of Dol Amroth, 15 out of 15 skill points. Next, you're going to want to max out Hair, because every round allied units defense plus 0.4 stacks once per round. So this is just going to help you, make all your cav that much more meatier, just so they can survive longer, and deal a lot more damage. Next, you're going to max out Nobility. This is going to increase men damage by 3% per level, which will max out at 21% at 7 out of 7 skill points. And if you have a full army of melee cav that's all men, you're going to have a lot of extra damage, whether from your Cataphracts or your Rohan cav. Doesn't really matter. Obviously, this won't affect your Ram Riders if you put Ram Riders in, or Bone Knights if you put them in, but that's alright. Next, you're going to max out Mounted Combat. This is on hit, mounted units have a 20% chance of dealing an additional 10% damage. At max, this will be an additional 70% damage. I know the chance of this activating is kinda, low, just 20%, but when it does activate, it can definitely do a lot of extra damage. So you're gonna max that out next. And next, you're gonna max out Coalition. Coalition is 7 out of 7. Why? Because this at level 1 is men 10.7% chance to deal highest damage. Basically, what this means is instead of them dealing, maybe between 20 to 30 damage, it's going to make all your men units deal that 30 damage every single time, and your elves are going to gain initiative. So maxed out, this is going to be a very high percentage as well. And you've already spent 15, 30, 7 and 7, 14, plus another 7, 21. So that is 51 skill points spent. You have another 4 skill points. So you're going to put 1 skill point into the fair. The reason for this is this activates on every third round, and if we look at the description, so blah 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 blah, then next round all allied units gain initiative. You can act first that round. So on rounds 3, 6 and 9, all your units are going to be able to attack first, and that's really good because you're going to kill a lot of the enemy units and make them deal less damage to you. Now you're going to have 3 skill points left, and it's up to you. You can put them into Gallant, and get like plus a bit of might and speed, or if you want to, you can put them into the fair and just make the damage that it does a bit more, or you can put them into ally. And this commander, 40% chance of recovering 3% HP after managed units deal physical damage. So 3 points into it is going to be just like 9% HP, but that's not bad if you just wanted a little bit of healing in there. Anyway, let's just do a quick recap, okay? So first, your army, you're going to want to go with a full army of melee men cavalry, okay? Men cav is preferred, though if you want to add in some Ram Riders or bonus, that is up to you. Though men cavalry is preferred, and all melee cav is nice as well because that syncs well with the cutlass. Anyway, for your equipment, you're going to want to go with full cav gear that gives you might and speed. So, for example, cutlass, which is might speed plus melee attack. Scout's mail gives a ton of might and speed. Then Horseman's Helm is absolutely great because it gives you might speed and it gives army defense to your mounted units. And for an accessory, something like an Entrod Calabash works pretty great, or something like Hit Lane works well, or even if you want to put a 1-out smoking pipe, it's not the greatest synergy. A Hit Lane would definitely be better, but if you want to put this just for that heal, that's fine as well. It's up to you. Anyway, for the skill build, so you're going to put 15 points into Prince of Dol Amroth, 15 points into Hair, 7 points into Nobility, 7 points into Mounted Combat, 7 points into Coalition, 1 point into the Fair just so you get that initiative every third round, and your last 3 points can either go into the Fair as well if you want, they can go into Gallant, or they can go into Ally. That is up to you. Anyway, if this video did help you out, or if you have any suggestions, please let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time.